Hi, this is Brad with Copper Creek Cuts, a lawn care company in Northeast Florida. Today's video is a little bit different. It won't be as polished as normal. I don't have the lavalier mic on me, so you're just getting the audio through the GoPro. So if it sounds a little bit different, that's why. Today we went on a couple of quotes, and I figured just for fun I'd film it. There's not much more to it than taking a look at these properties. So we're going to look at full service plus hedge trimming in the front for the one, and then we're going to look at just mowing for the other. And then another property we're going to take a look at. It's a bit more overgrown than I was led to believe over the phone, but that's okay. That's what I'm here for. So we'll take a look at that one, and you can let me know what you think. As far as pricing, I don't usually put specific prices on YouTube. Nobody ever says, yes, that's fair. They always say, boy, you are a lowballer with no idea. You're hurting the industry. Or they say you're ridiculous, I need to move to where you are. I never get that much. So for those reasons, I usually don't post prices on my comments or in general. You can always feel free to email me if you want more specifics on how I charge certain properties. But in any case, that is what today's video is. I hope you enjoy it, and let's take a look at those properties. So we're going to do a quote on this yard. We've got lovely St. Augustine, which the homeowner, I love it when they like to keep it long. We're going to do 4 1/4, which is just perfect for this stuff. 3 1/2 is the lowest you'd want to go, and 4 1/2, which is the highest my mower does, is ideal. So 4 1/4 works out perfect. And around this side of the yard, what do we have? We've got the fence, which is not going to be a problem for my 36. Yeah, we can get that in there fine. And then back here is just some mowing, some string trimming. Got the deck to blow off. We'll have some edging around. Actually, we can string trim this because he's got nice edging there. And we're there. So this spot will be fine. No problems with a 36, should knock it out quickly. We don't need to edge in the back, which is always nice. You don't have to worry about bringing an edger through the gate. We will edge right here though. That'll look better with an edge as opposed to string trimming. And we're going to do hedges as well. Let's see, 5 to 10 minutes, 5 to 10. Maybe 10. This guy, let's see, have to get the ladder. That one might even be 20 or 30 minutes. They're all in good shape, which should make them go pretty quick. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. This whole cluster is, let's see, do we need to separate these two? Yeah, we'll do a separation down the middle there, so that one might be 20 minutes as well. And we've got another 15, 20, just because it's going to be a pain to cut the middle of that out. Maybe 5 to 10, 5 minutes, and we got maybe 15, 20 there. Definitely another ladder one. On here, this one, I mean, it looks really clean, so maybe 5 to 10 minutes. There's not much to take off of that one. And then we've got a little strip of side yard. We'll have some string trimming here towards the back where those trees are. And then got mowing here. And not too much string trimming back here, just a little mowing. And then we're also quoting mowing only for the neighbor, which this, yeah, got some St. Augustine in the back, but is mainly some kind of centipede or zoysia, or I don't know, Bermuda. If it's not St. Augustine, I have a hard time figuring it out. And we're just mowing, so there's not... I was thinking about string trimming and stuff that need to be done, but all we're doing is mowing, so we're just going to get as close to everything as we can. Not many obstacles in the yard. We'll be able to cut it at a nice, probably 2.5. Got a little side yard here. It runs up. Side yard here, and then the front yard. All right, and that's it. So mowing only should make that yard a lot easier and go much quicker. So our ditch is going to need to be string trimmed. We've got some ditch over here, but here that can be mowed. String trimming up against all the fence. And the grass is somewhat tall on thickened places. Got some sticks we need to watch out for. Here's the front yard. Got tall, thick grass there. Really tall in some places. Got a lot of string trimming that would need to be done initially. You can see where our pad is. Our pad is somewhere further than here, so all this stuff we'd need to string trim back. Lots of string trimming on the fence. And this is about an acre property. I think 0.99 was what I measured. We've got tons of string trimming here that we'd need to do in the cracks. Yeah, quite a bit. And I don't even think we'd worry about this. That would just blow the quote out of the water. And that sun's kind of playing havoc with us. Septic mound is overgrown as usual. Got a lot of string trimming and actually heavy brush cutting around this outbuilding. We'll need to use the Echo SRM 3020 on this property. A lot of field grass out here. It's very high. This would not be a yard that would look good after the cut. We would just be basically taking care of it as best we could. It doesn't look like anything crazy out here. I mean, other than really tall grass. Limited string trimming, probably no trimming on this back edge, and just let it go natural. And then along the fence, of course, we're gonna have some. Got another outbuilding we need to string trim against. Some trees to string trim against. See if we can get the sun out of that view. Lots of sticks to pick up too. And then just more tall grass. So yeah, so we've got an acre of pretty tall grass and weeds. Heavy string trimming around all the outbuildings. Heavy string trimming around the building itself. Let's look at the building on the other side. Yeah, see, this stuff is knee-high. And not knee-high to a grasshopper either. Yeah, we're gonna break out the SRM 3020 for sure on this one. We've got so much overgrowth. And this was a client who said they would like regular service. Whoa, tons of roots here. Check those roots out. See that? It's a big old root. So, in addition to everything else, we're probably gonna have to string trim around a large portion of some of these trees, or at least that one you just saw. Then over here in the shaded area, it's not too bad. And I really hope this is the right house because I can't find an address anywhere. So what did you think? The first one I think is gonna be a nice fun yard. I really like when customers let me cut their grass high, especially when it's a nice thick St. Augustine. And the next door neighbor should be very easy since it's mow only. The shrubs are in fairly decent condition except for the purple laurel petalums and whatever was right next to them. I can't even remember if it was a holly or a ligustrum or a viburnum or what. But those are the worst. A lot of the rounded hedges, those ones looked fine. I mean, they need to be touched up, but it's not something where, you know, I got to spend an hour on them. I will have to break out the ladder on some as I pass them right now. I'm looking at it. But it shouldn't be too horrible. And then that overgrown one, that's, I don't necessarily think I'm gonna come close to getting that one. Even though it would make a great movie and I would bid it lower just to make a YouTube video out of it, there's brush around the building, so that's the 30-20 that's gonna need to be used, not my Echo 2620. It's very, very thick, very tall grass in a lot of locations, so it's gonna be real slow going. There's a couple of trees with very extensive root systems that are gonna be a pain to string trim around. And there's pine trees. And if you don't know anything about pine trees, man, these pine trees drop their limbs at the snap of a finger. If you yell at a pine tree, it'll drop its limbs. So if you ever do a yard, if you don't have that experience, or if you're just starting out in the South where there's a lot of pine trees, keep in mind that you're gonna have to build time in both initially and ongoing to pick up pine limbs and pine trees. Not pick up the pine trees, but the pine tree debris, the sticks and the pine cones. I mean, unless you just want to run over them with your mower and ding up your blades. I don't think most people would want to do that. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. I respond to comments almost daily, no matter how old a video is. If you want to see another messy yard get cleaned up, you can view one of those there. Or if you want to see a product demonstration video, you can view one of those there. But in either case, please consider subscribing and making sure you click on that notification bell. Otherwise, YouTube won't let you know when I upload new videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. As I take out my mailbox.